So iPhones used to dominate Android when it came to raw power. Apple was so far ahead that they would mock Samsung and other Android companies at keynotes, bragging that even their last year's iPhones were still a few generations ahead of the latest Android flagships.
While our competition is scrambling to catch up with our chips from last year, we remain generations ahead.
Over the past few years, Samsung and Android made progress, but Apple still held a significant lead. Then came the Galaxy S25 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, and everything changed. This combo didn't just catch up to the latest iPhone, it actually took a significant lead. But that's in benchmarks. What about real-world performance? Is the S25 Ultra actually faster than the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. The S25 Ultra crushed the iPhone 16 Pro Max in PhoneBuff speed test, setting a record as the fastest smartphone ever. It completed the automated test significantly quicker. I trust PhoneBuff's test more than others because he uses robots for precise and unbiased results. The S25 Ultra beat the iPhone 16 Pro Max by 15 seconds, huge considering the test's actual duration. Even compared to the OnePlus 13, which also runs the Snapdragon 8 Elite, the S25 Ultra is notably faster. That's because it uses a custom version of the chip which outperforms the standard Snapdragon 8 Elite found in other Android flagships. So basically, Samsung did what seemed impossible just a few years ago, beating Apple in raw performance. Of course, speed isn't everything, but if you value sheer power, the S25 Ultra is the clear winner this year. Now let's talk durability. Samsung upgraded the S25 Ultra with Grade 5 titanium instead of Grade 2 and introduced Gorilla Glass Armor 2 on both the front and back. Corning claims it can survive drops from 2.2 meters, and PBK reviews put that to the test by dropping the phone on concrete from various angles. The results? Impressive. The S25 Ultra survived without major damage, with barely any visible marks. Compared to last year's S24 Ultra, which developed a small crack on its first drop, the S25 Ultra is clearly more durable. But here's the thing about glass. Making it tougher usually means it's less scratch resistant. That's exactly what happened here. Jerry-rig Everything scratch test showed the S25 Ultra's display scratching at level 6 with deeper grooves at level 7. The S24 Ultra on the other hand started scratching at level 7 with deeper grooves at level 8. While there were marks at level 6, they were minor. I've used the S24 Ultra for a year and its display stayed scratch-free, something I've never experienced before. Will the S25 Ultra hold up the same way? Only time will tell. Now here's an interesting twist with the S Pen on the S25 Ultra. Samsung removed Bluetooth functionality from the S25 Ultra's S Pen, meaning it no longer has a battery. Logically, this should mean the phone no longer has a charging coil inside the phone to power the S Pen. But surprisingly, Zach discovered that the coil is still there, charging an S Pen that doesn't even have a battery. This raises some questions. Will Samsung sell a Bluetooth-enabled S Pen later? Or was the plan to include one all along only to scrap it at the last minute? Honestly, I have no idea, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. By the way, I got my S25 Ultra a few days ago and so far, I love its performance and battery life. But I do have a couple of complaints. The edges are way too sharp, making the phone uncomfortable to hold. And this phone doesn't feel like a brand new phone. It's like I've used this design before. That's because it looks like a cross between the S24 Ultra and the Z Fold 6. Anyway, I'll drop a full review after using it for 3 weeks to give a proper verdict. Now if you want to know about the 12 new updates on the Z Fold 7 launching in July, click right here and I'll see you there.